Hello and welcome to Lane by Lane, a show where I make three really intelligent dudes argue for both my and your enjoyment over points that really don't matter. We've got Kobe and Raz joining Phreak, one of our mainstays on the show today. Gents, thank you so much for waking up early to do a little bit of arguing on my behalf. Are you two ready for this?
I just want you to know that these points mean a lot to me, okay? They do have meaning.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that they mean a lot to you. Kobe's been watching this show. He knows that.
Dash, I want you to know I don't give a crap if you give me any points.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly.
Wait a second.
And Phreak also knows how this show works. He just plays to lose, not to win. I don't understand.
I just want you to know I'm going to get a dub on my debut. I guarantee I will get a win on my debut.
You know what? Right. I love the confidence of that statement, Raz, but now I'm going to make you work for it. You start at 0.
Oh,
here we go.
All right, fine.
First question. Who is the most promising rookie talent ever for the LCS?
Blabber.
Ever in the history? Phreak goes with Blabber. Why is that the case?
It can't not be Blabber. Like, are you serious? He's got the highest win rate of any player in his first, 40 games, whatever it was. He got MVP in his first full split of playing. And he's coming in as a rookie, once the league is already established. It's not like, oh, Reginald, what a really good rookie winning the LCS on TSM in 2013 spring. Yeah, great, thanks. No one has come close to what Blabber has done. You look at the old C9 guy. Yeah.
He's not a rookie anymore, bro. He's not a rookie anymore, bro. What kind of answer is that? I'll go with the 100 Thieves Kenvi, because he just got promoted to Academy. He's not even in the LCS yet. This guy got super hyped up by the G-Bay 99 video, which a lot of people were like, oh my God, he's overhyping a lot of these guys. But this is one of the real talents, and that's why he got promoted so quickly. He is another jungler one. I think he's just going to be, Blabber 2, or actually he might be Blabber 4.0.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, hold on.
Look,
you're giving me a player who isn't a rookie anymore, and you pick a player who isn't even in the LCS right now. How are you going to call this man promising without any games played? That is fraudulent.
All right. Well, Phreak, unfortunately, I timed them out for 15 seconds, but your point was so quick that you and I just have some time to check in with each other, see how we're doing.
Yeah, you doing
good? Give me on my stage.
All right, Raz.
And I feel like I am perfectly positioned to come out and say, closer. He's the rookie. He's played his first games this year. Not like Blabber. He's had games unlike Kenvi.
Yeah, he's not even an eligible rookie.
In the LCS. Are you looking at the question? Are you looking at the question? Rookie ever for the LCS, and he's killing it. He is killing the competition, my friends.
I love it. JJ is a really good LCS rookie.
Starting with fire this morning. This is great. This is great. All right, second question. Which positional matchup, sorry about that, is the most pivotal in the upcoming Cloud9 versus TL Showdown? Battle for first, positional matchup. Which one will be the most pivotal?
It's got to be mid lane. Are you kidding me?
Kobe goes mid lane. Let's hear it.
No, it's got to be mid lane because Jensen and Niski are such different types of players, and if they're able to actually keep down Niski, then it's going to cut the legs out from Blabber. There's going to be no extra support behind Blabber. If Blabber doesn't have the Galio behind him, backing up his plays, if Niski doesn't get there right on time, then everything for Cloud9 is going to collapse.
For me, it has to be the top lane. Licorice versus the man up there in Impact. Impact's getting #1 right now in solo kills, but he's playing up on those tanks. It's literally a stylistic clash up there, and I personally, I would favor Impact. The man is across the map, doesn't require resources, and he's slamming it. So I think top side matters the most.
I'll only give that to you if he's playing Shen. If Impact is on Shen, I think that's a good difference.
All right, 100 points for Raz.
OP, but couldn't get banned. All right, Raz, you got yourself some academy level analysis going on right here. What? I understand why. Oh my gosh, listen. All right, the answer is very clearly the jungle matchup between Blabber and Broxa. Because if you're talking about it, look, the lanes are actually pretty close in skill level. And
Blabber
so the one that kind of upset the lane progression is the C9 jungler. You talk about how these two teams play. Cloud9 is early, aggressive, explosive the first 15 minutes, and that's how they get their wins, they get their leads. TL is too slow in the first 15. They want to ramp it up, right? They want to get the first 15 going, which means the jungle interactions is how that's going to go.
Dash, are you going to penalize him for repeat answers here? He said Blabber 2 times in a row. What's the next one? Is the next...
There's two sides to a matchup, though. You're saying Blabber is important. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But Broxah went 0-0-0 for 20 minutes, and TL still won.
Which is a problem. What the one against Cloud9? Don't give me that crap. Anyone can beat a bad team going 0-0-0.
I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it. Hey, Raz, if he can manage to make Blabber work as an answer for all of our questions today, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, let's be real. I can wins if Blabber has all the answers.
Because here we go.
I think Closer is the most pivotal matchup. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, well, because here's the thing. I think it's going to be hard to make Blabber work for this one. What is a 1-for-1 trade between two teams that would immediately make both teams better?
That's not what the letters say at the bottom of the screen.
What do the letters say at the bottom of the screen?
Does parity of the LCS mean the league?
I jumped the gun. I read question 4. Sorry, I read question 4.
Dock yourself points. Dock yourself points.
You guys have a preview of what question 4 is. I'm
okay. Right. No, we're good.
Dock you points immediately.
Does parity? If I had points, I'd take them away from myself. But thank you, Kobe, for calling out the mistake.
Just give me 100.
Keeping me honest and keeping me. Yeah, exactly. All right. Does parity in the LCS mean the league is weak or strong this year? Who wants it?
Oh, the league is strong this year. The league is strong this year. And let me tell you why. Because we got players like Blabber here who are so clearly dominant in the jungle. That, like, yes, the teams can be close together. There's teams that can beat each other. But when you see a man like this running around, taking your camps, breaking world records for level 6 and whatnot, you can know there's some really top-tier talent. The teams might be close. Look at a player making this up.
Is that the parity that we're seeing is not at the top. If the parity that we were seeing was all, everybody's up there with Cloud9 and Team Liquid, I'm like, yes, I'm all on board. But a lot of the parity is in the middle, so that's why it's a little bit less common.
I don't know. I'm starting to see some parity up there. We got a tie right now between TL and C9. That's looking pretty click. And on top of that, by the way, early game, C9's not winning that many more. Did we see the C9 versus FlyQuest game? Did you see C9 versus Golden Guardians? C9 has to work for these wins. I'm starting to see competition up there.
So, Raz, are we weak or strong, though, as a region? What's the actual verdict on the region strength?
We are stronger. I'm never going to... Is definitive strong? Hell no. But stronger than we were last few splits. I'll take that. I'll take that.
We will take incremental improvement here in the LCS. All right, moving on to question number 4, the one that I already read. What is a 1-for-1 trade between two teams that would immediately make both teams better? Both teams have to get better, Phreak, so I don't think Blabber can be given away.
I found a way. Would you like,
please.
I can go first, I can go last. All right. On the one side of the trade, is Broxah. All right. Very good, outstanding jungler, not having his best split. On the other side of the trade is an aggressive jungler like Team Liquid really needs to kick themselves in the pants, and it's none other than Blabber. And let me tell you why. Cloud9 is the talent development machine, even if you're already established top-tier players. Look at Sven on TSM, look at Sven on C9, look at Niski on Envy, or his other, was he on Misfits? I forget, in the ULCS. But look at him on Cloud9, even established players.
You gave him points for not knowing?
You gotta dock your points here.
Support. Then he got on Cloud9, got better. Broxah will become better than Blabber if he is on Cloud9, and Cloud9, will then crush the entire league by having a player this caliber. His ceiling is higher objectively. I will admit that immediately. On the TL side, they need someone ready to go right now for early aggression. It's Blabber. He'll get them to go. Both teams will be 18-0 this split if they had those rosters.
Oh my
Kobe, I
literally impossible. This is literally impossible. Does this show value facts?
No. I'm in America. We do not value facts in this country, sir.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Raz, have you watched the show? I don't think any of the results are normally factually based. I'll be honest. I'm just going to interject here because I appreciate the line of logic that players improve when they go to Cloud9. So it's a reasonable assumption, I guess, that Blabber would make TL better because he is a better player, but that Broxah would level up by coming to Cloud9 and perhaps still be a serviceable jungler in that regard. So some points given over to Phreak, but I'm curious to know what kind of answers you two have for me.
You go first, Kobe.
No,
neither of them want it.
Don't do it better.
Right now.
You gotta start talking.
There's always one winner.
Wait a second.
I gave you so long. I spent so long in that statement to give you time.
I will. Oh no, this is awful. This is tough.
Points will keep going away, my friends.
I'm just gonna
Okay. Jensen and Niski. And Niski.
There we go.
Jensen is an incredibly talented player.
Original thought. Cloud9 and Team Liquid, the two players.
Hey, calm down. Time this man out. Let me talk. All right, time this man out.
Okay, here you go.
Incredibly talented. If you put him on the C9 roster, they can only get stronger because they would be lane dominant a la Invictus Gaming in 2018. I think that would be incredibly well done. But if you look at Niski, you put them on TL, who wants to be far more aggressive, who's going to be rotating on the map, who's going to be moving to help out the people at the top side of the map. I think it's going to be Niski. They would immediately answer the question. Broxel would look like a god with a Niski in his back pocket. I'm just saying. Really? Amazing attributes.
The big reason everyone was struggling with this question, I think you guys focused on trading the same position. It doesn't say you have to trade the same position.
No.
You boneheads! I finally figured it out. We need
great Kobe.
Just say the players.
Jizuke is not even on EG's starting roster, so you can trade away this extra mid laner to a team that wants an aggressive mid laner. You know who wants aggressive players right now? It's 100 Thieves, because they put in contracts, they put in Boom, they're trying to play the game like Cloud9 does, following in their footsteps. If you put Jizuke on that team, he's going to play Echo, he's going to play all of these aggressive mid lane matchups, and then they could put him into side lanes with the other best side laner in the whole league someday. Boom! 100 Thieves get way better, and EG, who are they going to get? They're going to get what I talked about at the very beginning. It's Kenvi, the jungler, baby.
Oh, get out, Kenvi. We have not seen this man play.
Rookies to be able to put in for themselves and build up something they actually could use off the bench, rather than, you know, having too many imports and shuffling people around to try and get Huni in there.
You know how Kenvi gonna look when this show airs? Kenvi would have played his first games. What's gonna happen when he looks bad, huh? What's gonna happen when he does this?
I gotta do a call back to the beginning of the show.
You know who he's gonna face too, by the way? He's gonna be facing my team too. I'm not gonna let him go. In fact, I am gonna specifically target the jungle. By the time this show airs, he's done. Your point is done. Deduct points from this man.
Can I bet all my coins, Dash? Let me bet all my coins that 100 Thieves are going to beat Raz's team in their first game.
Okay. So it's been said now that we will retroactively revoke all of Kobe's coins if that does not happen the way he said. All right, we got 2 more questions. We're going to pick up the pace here a little bit. So I'm going to hold you to your time a little bit more. Assuming Cloud9 and Team Liquid go to Worlds, who do you want as the third LCS team that goes along with them?
TSM. Honestly, I'll take TSM. They're third place right now. I mean, the players are good enough. Like, look, Doublelift made MSI final. Like, the man can crush over. They just started out.
Blabber's not on
here
TSM.
in the bot. I know. Blabber wanted to say, you know, can we just send Blabber as his own team for the third one? But legitimately, like the pedigree is there. They have the strongest individual players. I believe in their ability to step up over the course of the split. It is the strongest team pound for pound. And unless we get like Jizuke over to 100 Thieves, which I'll be honest, Kobe, I think that's a good answer. I appreciate that one. That was a good one. That was second place to my pick of, you know, Blabber. Other than that team, it's TSM.
Okay, TSM for Phreak. Kobe, what do you think?
Get off my team, Phreak, because my answer was going to be 100 Thieves, because they're going to make this big brain trade that I have now busted out into the open over here. And that's going to be one of the most exciting teams that we have ever sent to Worlds to watch. Because a lot of the teams that we send to Worlds are usually, you know, 5v5 style, you know, teams that everybody complains about being slower to adapt to the meta and all this. But if we sent that team would be all about split pushing. That team would be all about taking risks early.
Oh, I just gave Raz points for some reason. You're welcome, Raz.
You need a wild card for your third team. Shake things up.
Yeah, it's a little wild. All right, Raz.
Wild card than the wild card player and closer. Look, you have to bring Golden Guardians in. It has to be done. Who are you going to bring? It's going to be FlyQuest. They've been looking too good. It's going to be Evil Geniuses. They're just starting to make roster decisions at this point in the split. They are
but Raz, For Golden guys to go to Worlds, they got to win a playoff series for the first time in their career. So I mean, that's a mountain to climb.
Look, I already admit the bias, but it's factual bias. I am biased to
factual bias.
Are you saying that NA doesn't win BO5s at Worlds anyway? So why not just bring a team that can't win them regardless? Like, is that the goal?
No, we're bringing in a talent. It's not just NA talent.
No, Closer's great.
We got FBI, we got a Closer. We're bringing in the world to Worlds. We're literally bringing a diverse
squad. And the 0-6 mid laner.
0-6 minutes. Oh, you calm down now.
All right. Let's bring it back together.
How Worlds went last year for him.
Wait a minute. He's on.
Look, gents. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I got to get my 6th question out onto the board. It looks like Kobe will have first crack at it. Pick a new Silver Scrapes Game 5 rule. It can be anything you want. So, as a refresher, it could be removing bans from the game entirely. No repeat champions from any of the previous 4 games in the series, or whatever you want. What's the new 5-game rule, Kobe?
I want, for the last game, the coaches to be on headsets. Every year, we get this question all the time on the dive. Oh, what do you think? Why don't we have that in competitive? And I was like, no, don't have it in competitive for all the time, because it completely changes what you look for in players. And if you remove the strategic element, but I want to see it in just a game 5. Having the coach there be actually integral to the victory in the best of 5 in the last match, I think that puts way more pressure on them. And that also is going to change the way that the game is played from the rest of the series. They've had 4 games to learn over and look what they want to actually change. Put your money where your mouth is, coaches. Get in there for game 5.
You know what I've been hearing the fans been calling for? The fans have been calling for a blind pick in game 5 since we last saw it in Korea, where you could see the teams showing their best strategies.
So bad.
But you get to see the teams showcase their best strategies. You get to see the mirror matches. You see Aphelios versus Aphelios, Zed versus Zed.
I don't know about Aphelios versus
Aphelios is a negative bug.
You had me on Zed versus Zed, but Aphelios versus Aphelios, I don't need to watch 2 guys rapid fire heal and no one dies.
Would you not want to see Beyblade literally on the rift and they just twirl at each other for a solo kill?
God.
That's what I would watch. Please give me back my points.
Okay, you can we'll refund about half of them. All right, Phreak, what you got for me?
The rule for game 5 is the team with Blabber wins. All right, that's obviously the most fair thing here. That's how North America gets the
shit. All right, it's tired now, Phreak. It's getting old.
Okay, Raz, you get 15 more seconds to talk to me about whatever you want, because I don't want to hear about Blabber.
10 seconds of just talking about how old and tired Phreak's jokes have always been. Phreak, you need new material, my man. You need some good jokes. Get the puns out of here. The only pun I need to see is your pupper, is the dog that you have.
Oh, that's true. Grab him afterwards.
It's a very cute pupper. Do you have him?
Yeah. All right.
Do you have him around?
No, he's out somewhere.
Okay. Minus points. That's minus points. Doesn't have puns.
Oh my
Doesn't have puns. All right, Phreak, come on. Hit me with any final points you have there.
Game 5 rule, I'm just gonna read it down from the description down below us. It's no repeat champions. It's test the depth of the champion pool. So I think it's actually sick. Blind pick is, by the way, horrible. All right, blind pick is terrible because you're like, oh, did they pick Ashe? I don't know. I didn't bring Cleanse K. The game's over. Like, it's not a good skill. That's not great. It's not a positive thing at all.
It's the mind games.
That's a terrible way to play a game of League of Legends, Raz. You're absolutely wrong. Like, I know you need the mind games to get a chance at winning because your teams all have negative win rates, but trust me, it's not good for League of Legends. All right, what you need is show the breadth of players, show the champion pools. We don't want to Aphelios. Aphelios sort of been picked to ban this series. Get him the heck out of there. I want to see the next tier champions show us stuff we haven't seen before. Get the excitement out in the game 5. I want the.
You're gonna get some bad gameplay when people are not practicing these picks, and suddenly you're saying, "Oh, you can't pick that," so you gotta show a different champion in the pool. What am I gonna pick? Soraka top, Soraka bot side. Oh, guess what?
Because players like Blabber have a champion pool.
All right, gentlemen, that will bring us to the conclusion of this episode of Lane by Lane. Kobe with a 100-point lead over Phreak takes it this time around.
Give it my point.
All right. right,
you.
I'll take
I hate you.
I
don't believe that Kobe deserves to get all
Kobe,
his
while
points.
I get rid of his points, you get 30 seconds to talk about whatever you please. Gloat, rub it in their faces.
I just want everyone to know that I don't care about winning so much that I already bet all of these points, this challenger border, this beautiful old challenger border, just because I believe Raz is going to lose their first game to 100 Thieves.
Remember, retroactive
this
points.
entire win is dedicated
You're a
to
temporary
Kenvi.
king.
Get out there and kick Raz's ass.
You're
It's
only
true,
a temporary king.
Raz, we have to do this just in case Kobe's wrong, real quick, so that they can boom, so that they could add just in case. Just in case
All of
Kobe's
this
wrong.
because it can
The
be.
border was mine.
All of
Hit the
this,
button.
all of this because it can be, my friend.
Don't let me down, Kenvi. Don't let me down.
I will be a
Alright.
king. We will be
The
kings.
All right, well, congratulations once again to Kobe for winning this episode of Lane by Lane. A great preview to this weekend's games. That's going to do it for us here. Now, back over to kick off Friday Night League.